So last week, Amazon Italy put up on their website that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered was being released on April 30th, and the community, you just saw everybody on Twitter like lose their minds over this. I believe Charlie Intel was the ones that announced this, and people were just simply losing their minds because MW2 for a lot of people was essentially the gateway into Call of Duty. Not a lot of people had played, well, a lot of people played COD4 and World at War, but not everybody seemed to jump in it around Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1. I started myself back in COD4 and then continued my way up. But the news dropped today that, well, Charlie Intel released today that COD Modern Warfare 2 Remastered will have no multiplayer and it is not being developed by Raven. Let's start with the Raven thing first. Raven were the ones that created Modern Warfare Remastered. They're the ones that went through, I think they did the campaign. No, I think Beanox helped with the campaign and they focused solely on the multiplayer aspect. Beanox is reportedly helping with the Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, but of course, because there is no multiplayer in Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, they are solely focusing on the single player part. So let me just try and get my head around this, because for the last 10 minutes I've just been trying to think why on earth they would release Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Modern Warfare 2 was one of the games that a lot of people loved. Absolutely loved, including myself. Obviously there was a couple of things wrong with it. One man army noob tubes just as a starter, but the maps were fantastic. There was also the Holy Trinity. What was it? Marathon? I literally cannot remember it now because it's been so long since I played Modern Warfare 2. Either way, if you had Commando, the fucking Commando lunge within itself was amazing. They also had, which not many people knew, which I loved using, which was the FAL shotgun, where you could literally kill somebody from the other side of the map in one hit. So obviously there were problems within Modern Warfare 2, which is why a lot of people were hoping, okay, they're simply going to fix them if a remastered version was coming out. But then this news comes out that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered isn't even getting a multiplayer. And it's like, what the fuck? How can you release a Call of Duty game without multiplayer? Forget the fact that it is, imagine if this was a new Call of Duty game. Forget any of the old ones. Forget all the nostalgia that you had with all the previous ones. Imagine this was a new Call of Duty game. They was like, yeah, we're not making multiplayer for this one. I'm like, okay, so what is the actual point of me getting this game? Because don't get me wrong, the campaign in some of them were absolutely fun. Loved the Modern Warfare campaign as a whole, and Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. Loved the campaign as a whole. Fantastic, fantastic story, and I would love to play the Modern Warfare 2 one remastered. I would love to see what that looks like. But not releasing essentially what is the core part of Call of Duty is ridiculous. The only thing I can think of as to why they would do this, by the way, the listing was around $25, so that'll probably be, to me, around £25. The only reason I could think of that they would do this is they're planning on selling it us later. Let's say they're still working on it now, but they still want the game to be sold. The only thing they can logically do is like, okay, we've got this release date mark already set. We've already done everything for this, but the multiplayer aspect is not finished yet, but we need it released on this day. They were like, okay, look, multiplayer is taking a little bit longer than expected. We're gonna hold off on it and we'll just release the game and then we'll sell it back to them later. The thing is, I can see Activision actually doing this, which is kind of like it's just stupid within itself. But the community backlash, if they actually announce this, that yes, we are bringing Modern Warfare 2 Remastered back, but it's not gonna have any multiplayer. Literally, I can see now right on Twitter, I've got it here, and people are like, what's the point in releasing it then? Like, don't get me wrong, this campaign was fantastic, love the campaign, but I'm not spending 25 quid on this game just for the campaign. I've literally got Modern Warfare 2 on my PC now, right now. I can load it up and I can play it. It won't be the same sort of style. It'll obviously be like a HD version. It'll be like everything, the quality will just be better on the remastered. But what's the point? What's the point of me getting this game on console just for the campaign, especially for £25? If they came out and said, yes, we are releasing Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, for now it is only the campaign. In a month's time, we will be releasing the multiplayer part, absolutely free. Then I see people not getting it essentially on release day, but I see people still going to buy this just so, obviously, they've promised that the game will come in a month, the multiplayer aspect. I'm going to get it now because it's going to be harder to find closer to the release date of the multiplayer, so I'm just going to get it now, and I'm going to play campaign for a little bit and save myself some time so I have it for the release day of the multiplayer. That's the only thing I could think of. But guys, I'm going to leave this here. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you can press that like button. If you haven't done already, let me know, subscribe to the channel. Let me know as well what you think of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered possibly not having multiplayer in it, because to me it is a stupid move. But guys, I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.